I hope you're all out there having the best day possible. And as always, I appreciate you taking a bit of time out of that day to actually watch one of my videos. And I just wanted to talk about another scam that I found online. And I'm saying it's a scam just because of the fact that the title is so completely misleading that I can't imagine this is really fair marketing at this point. What you have up here is American Prospector 1 ounce 999 value fine silver bullion bar collectibles US 2021, which is definitely a very mismatch of just random words kind of thrown together in terms of, like, I guess you would call them keywords for silver, or things that people want to hear, buzzwords if you will, whatever you want to call it as. It's kind of just a very, like, mesh of a title there. But the problem with it is the fact that, of course, it says 1 ounce 999 right in there, like 1 ounce, implying that that's 999 value fine silver. So the 999, what else could it possibly be qualifying besides the word silver, right? Like, what else could that be referring to? It's referring to the purity of the silver. And it then says silver bullion bar, implying that this is a bar of silver bullion, which, to qualify for silver bullion, the fineness has to be at least 999 fine. Now, of course, that is not the case with this whatsoever, but you can only find that out by looking very down far into the description, which, to be fair, is not super long, but it's very much hidden in there. You, even reading this description, you would still think that this is a legit item. Not to mention that the photos appear to show a real Silvertown bar. Right here you look at it, this part of the description, and it actually says that the composition is silver, but then it says for branded mint unbranded, which would tell you that it's not a real Silvertown bar at least. And then for the weight, it literally says about 1 ounce, which is pretty suspicious that it's not exactly an ounce. Generally silver bars are certified. Now, to be fair, it wouldn't be exactly one standard ounce. A troy ounce is a little over 30 grams, whereas a standard ounce is somewhere in the 26 range. I'm not exactly sure, but I know that there's definitely a bit of a difference there. So maybe if it was referring to standard ounces, you would say about, because it's a little bit over, but I'm pretty sure you could just put in your description 1 troy ounce for the weight if that's exactly what it was. But the thing that actually really gives it away is under this side of the item specifics, it actually says for the technique plated, which I'm not really sure why that's the technique. I guess like they mean like the way that it was struck. I don't really know like what technique refers to there, but the fact that it says plated, I guess is their way of trying to say, oh, when we're referring to the composition of the bar, we're referring to the composition of the plating, and it's plated in 999 fine silver, which obviously is an extremely sneaky tactic. And beyond that, just reading that title, I mean, yeah, you should be kind of worried about the fact that it's so, like, just completely misguided in terms of how it tries to describe the bar, rather than anything being like separated in terms of each qualifier. It just is like a run-on sentence. Like, it's very much just a mismatch of random stuff kind of thrown together, like I said before. And obviously that should throw you off a little bit, not to mention the fact that anyone who has any kind of like reasonable idea of the value of silver should be thrown off by the price of it being under $7. But you have to understand, like, if somebody just came across this for the first time, just like that ad before that I saw on Google, it could be the chance for someone to think, hey, this is some real silver that's like on some crazy sale, or I happen to stumble across something and they end up buying it. Or someone who just doesn't really know the value of silver might think that they're buying a silver bar for someone. I could see it like someone who doesn't know anything about it, but maybe they have a distant family member who they know invests in silver, or they've heard them talk about it, right? And they try to buy it for them, and then they end up looking stupid because they gave them something fake. Like, you have to understand, it is at the end of the day just a little bit upsetting to see this kind of stuff being promoted like that. And because obviously if they put plated in the title, I wouldn't be making this video at all. I wouldn't care, but that's not what they did. So hey, I just think it's a little bit important to address this kind of stuff. And of course I need to make more videos on this channel. I'm not going to be able to do daily uploads, I'm sure, because before that failed extremely fast, but I want to try to upload like 2 or 3 times a week. I think that's pretty reasonable, with a decent level of quality also on the videos as well. But hey, if you enjoyed this one, let me know in the comments below. Drop a like on the video, maybe share with a friend who needs to see this, or someone who might just find it entertaining if you did yourself. Peace.